the Deputy National Chairman of our party, North, members of the National Working Committee here present, our highly respected, appreciated candidates of the Nigerian Democratic Congress, NDC, that are here present, other lovers, members, and associates of our party that have found time to come, members of the press. I want to say good afternoon to everyone. Number one, as a political party that is responsible to its activities and understands the value for time, we want to apologize quite sincerely to everyone that is here, especially the press team that is here, to have kept you waiting beyond the time that was stipulated. We are apologizing because we are aware of the fact that this event was supposed to start for 2:30, and this is to 4 already. It wasn't deliberate. We didn't pull you out of your routine activities to waste your time. But as you will bear with us, this is a time that the party is involved in so many activities that are dragging our attention. And so we were very busy doing other things that were also equally important that came up within the period that was stipulated for this program. And I only pray that we have a listening ear and understand and don't judge us otherwise. Having said so, today's event is historic. Today's event is special, even as it shall be very short and sharp. NDC is a young party that is just about 3 months old. And as everyone knows from beginning, it is our desire to establish and communicate what we believe in, what we stand for, what we intend to do, and how we intend to achieve what we intend to do. This party was not just established because we wanted to establish a political party in the normal. It is a complete evaluation of what has been happening around the political atmosphere in the country that propelled to the idea of having NDC. And in attempting to form it, so many political brands were studied. So many political parties in other climes were studied and followed, especially the ones that have lasted over time, and the things that have made them to be that strong and solid in and out of government, even after changing leadership from one term to the other. Compared to what is happening in our own environment, where political parties comes out strong and everybody will say, this party is nice, let's join it, let's follow it. And perhaps after a particular electoral cycle, the party goes into oblivion. Or after a particular tenure, you don't hear anything about that political party. That is not what the founding fathers of NDC want to achieve for the polity of this country. And you know, if it were in the normal, if the founding fathers and the leader of the party actually needed a platform just to contest his own election, he would have decamped to pass political parties that are in government, as most of the politicians have done within the period in view. And you know, one of the innovations, as there are many, that this party is fronting for Nigerians and beyond the globe to know is party supremacy. And that is why in our last NEC meeting, a motion was moved, supported and established that even where we, inshallah, win government, we shall form governments of the party. And people elected on the platform of this our party must respect the party instruments. This is not just a party for one man to ride and achieve his ambition and do anything he likes with the party. No. This is a party that we do not hope that will last only 4 years or 8 years or 12 years. This is a political party that we desire to groom, and if Christ tarries, we hand over to the next generation. And if we are sincere to what we say, there are certain things that can be seen to be strange, that can be seen not to have been heard before. And those are very hard-line decisions. And one thing all of us have come to observe in the present polity of this country is where people contest elections under political parties. And when they are privileged to win, they become gods. And in between the time that they ought to serve, they will just look for one minor excuse and dump the platform and perhaps go into a ruling party. But in the beginning, they didn't contest election from the ruling party. A very typical example that we have all seen in the last 3 years is Labour Party, where so many individuals won elections under the platform of the Labour Party. But now ask yourself, we're into another election cycle. Go and check the arithmetic. Take inventory. How many of the people that won election under the Labour Party, that won, that were inaugurated, are still members of the Labour Party? And if all of them had remained, you and I can imagine how the Labour Party could have been today, even if they had not won presidency. And when you see those kind of things happening, it is expedient that you start to think of how to guide your political party. And that is why, in the spirit of party supremacy, and not against the Nigerian Constitution, which is the grand norm, which has guaranteed every citizen of this country freedom of association, is noted. But in a short while, our party's national legal advisor will throw light into the legality of what we are doing. But as national chairman of the party, the communication is straight. That people, that's what we are saying it from the beginning, party supremacy. You want to contest election under the platform of the NDC, yes? You are free to come, nobody is forcing you. But when you have come, you should also be prepared. You should know that there are certain rules by which we as a political party, we guide ourselves as members. One amongst them is that if you contest election under our platform and you win, under no circumstance, as against what is provided for in the 1999 Constitution, I just wake up to say that I don't like NDC again. I don't like national chairman's face. I don't like my state chairman's face. I don't like the face of the national organizing secretary. And therefore, now that I am already elected, 1 year, 2 years, I am leaving the party. Let him go to hell with his party. When you do so, the event we have come for today is to cure such character and actions in the future. That when you do so, relinquish the mandate upon which you won the election. Drop it all. You can go anywhere, but drop our mandate because it is a party mandate. Today, all candidates and aspirants are here in their large numbers. None of us is contesting election on his own. We all came to contest election under the platform of the NDC. So you are winning on the platform of the NDC, so the ticket is owned by the party. And so, if otherwise you choose to leave, go the same way you came now, and leave what you picked from here. Nobody is stopping you from going. But go back the same way you came. That is the spirit behind what we are doing. And by so doing, our legal team, because you must be careful, there is always a law, so that we are not anti-law party. Our legitimate national legal advisor and the legal unit have prepared a document that from today, that's why we have this on record. So anybody that says, I don't like this, we are also not forcing you. But I still like NDC, and I believe in what they are doing. There is nobody in this hall that have not known what has happened to political parties in the last 1, 2, 3, 4 years in this country. And we cannot allow institutions to be going down like that. While in Africa, just Africa here, we have parties that have lasted for years. Presidents have come, presidents have gone. The political parties are still active, producing more presidents. So why won't our own be like that? Those of us that have fought Republic politicians, I keep telling people, we are PDP groomed politicians at our small young age. Today, where is our beloved PDP? Is that what we want to happen to NDC?
No.
And if we have seen certain things that have happened to PDP and other parties that we know, we shouldn't be foolish to open the window for such things to happen. We must guide it, but legitimately. And not to coerce, but for you to say, I believe in this, if you are sincere. It is on that note I want to welcome all of you. I just needed to set the preamble for which we are gathered. But because of the legal implications, I am not a lawyer. I'll now call upon the National Legal Advisor to add to my voice the spirit behind the documentation process and this ceremonial signing process of the innovation of this party in the now.
A political party is like a club and or a church or even a religious association. As we are here, we have Christians here, we have Muslims here, and in any of the, if you are a Muslim or a Christian, there must be rules and regulations, and that is why the ground number of the country, which is the 1999 Constitution, order section 222 of the Constitution, says that a candidate of a political party is just a mere agent of a political party, and that the vote scored by each candidate of a political party before the candidate is declared as winner and inaugurated, that until the expiration of the tenure upon which that person, that contestant or that candidate won the election and was inaugurated, that vote belongs to the political party. It doesn't belong to an individual.
Yes.
And that is why you see, when you see that somebody will win an election, and they will not say, no, the person was not duly nominated or not duly elected. Somebody who did not even participate in the election, maybe the person participated in the primary election, at the end of the day, you see that court will now declare that person to say, you are the candidate of the party. And then go, INEC, give certificate of return to that person. And the person will be inaugurated. For instance, those of us who were already matured when the judgment of Rotimi Amaechi against INEC between Celestine Omeya. Amaechi only won a primary election as a candidate of the party in Port Harcourt. And when they removed his name and brought in Omeya, he battled the matter to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court now said no, that that Omeya is just a mere agent of PDP at that particular point in time. That he doesn't have any right. He's not even the owner of the vote. That is PDP that is the owner of that vote. And since Amaechi is the authentic candidate for the purpose of that governorship election, he is the governor of Rivers State. After that judgment, about 7 senior advocates of Nigeria came and they decided to call amicus curiae, those other lawyers that are well proficient in that case. They invited them to come and throw light on that judgment. Out of the 5 of them that decided the matter, they now considered another 7 outside those who decided the matter to look into it. And their resolution is that you are not the owner of the vote. The vote, you are just a mere agent. You are a servant that they just sent, that the vote belongs to that political party. That political party, for them to build the party, it's not a day job. You understand? They must have, in fact, you came to contest, you'll be surprised that as at the time people sat down to build the party, you may not, if you could be there. Just the way the chairman said that if you are privileged to win the election, so you can just be privileged to be given the ticket of the party to fly the flag of the party and win, but that does not mean the vote belongs to you. So and it is the spirit of that same section 222 that the same constitution order section 68 1G is very clear that yes, if today you are a Muslim, tomorrow you can decide to say I'm a Christian. If today you are a Christian, tomorrow you can say I'm a Muslim. Tomorrow you can even say that you are a pagan, you are not worshiping, you don't have any religion. It is your right. Order section 40 and article 11 of the section 40 of the 1999 Constitution and article 11 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, which the Constitution is the ground norm, is the law of the country. The African Charter is a regional law that Nigeria is a member. So you have the right under that Article 11 to say you belong to NDC. Today you can say, no, I'll jump to PDP, I'll decamp or cross carpet to APC. Or you can even say that, okay, I don't even want to be a member of any political party in Nigeria. But the Constitution, that section 68 1G said, yes, you have the right to go. But that mandate of the people, that vote of the people, under which you are standing to collect salary, please drop it for them. You must drop the seat. You forfeit that seat. So, and in order to, in case any of our candidates who emerge in the forthcoming election decide to take that decision, we are not to force you to say, no, you must remain in our party. But that contract, because the Supreme Court said it is a contractual arrangement, that contract between both of us, whatever that is joining with you, is that our vote that will give to you. You must forfeit that seat because you can't eat your cake and have it. So, and in order to make sure that nobody is taken unaware, so that everybody will be aware of the policy of this party, because this party is supreme. Whether you like or be anybody, in as much as you have been given the mandate on this ticket of this party, the political party is supreme. So you must abide by whatever that is the rules and regulations of the party, because it's like a club. So if on your own you are voluntarily registered to be a member of this party, and you are privileged for us to give you our ticket, you must obey the party rules and regulations. So if you get the ticket and after the election you emerge as the winner, and you decide to decamp to another political party, or you decide to say, no, I've resigned from partisan politics, that I don't want to be a member of NDC again. This affidavit is what we will rely upon to say, okay, no, sorry, madam, sorry, ma, sorry, sir, as at the time you contested, this is the oath that you want to voluntarily, because it's not of that compulsion, that's voluntary, that you're supposed to. Based on this, please leave, resign. So if you don't resign, then we'll now approach his lordship for them to interpret this affidavit in line with the statutory and the constitutional provisions. And as if that is not enough, our own constitution, our own 1991 constitution, because we discovered that even some of the president, governor, and deputy governor, the constitution was silent on whether they can decamp, whether they cannot decamp. So in our own constitution, under Article 1506, sub 1, 2, and 3 of the NDC constitution, 2026 as amended, that same provision covers, irrespective of any position, whether president, governor, or deputy governor, if you decide to decamp while your tenure is still subsisting under the platform of NDC, you must forfeit your seat. So there is no room for any of the elected person to say, because I am governor, I'm deputy governor, I'm the president, so because of that I can jettison NDC to decamp to another political party, or decide to say, okay, I'm not a member of any political party again. So this provision, this affidavit covers, is in line with Article 1506, sub 1, 2, and 3 of the NDC Constitution. And the NWC of this party has resolved that without this affidavit being attached to your credentials that will be submitted along with your nomination form, your name cannot be uploaded in the INEC portal, because we are very serious about it. We are very, very, very serious about it, because this political party is not a movement. It's a political party that has come into existence. Legally, you can see so many litigation in court here and there. So nobody is really challenging us, because the party was duly registered in line with a far-reaching consequential order of a court of competent jurisdiction. And we want to follow the law, hook, line, and sinker. So, if my advice is that if you are a candidate, if you have been elected, and your name is being forwarded from the primary election, and you are being given the nomination form, please kindly approach any of the nearby High Court of Justice to depose to the affidavit before a competent or qualified commissioner of oath, and then the affidavit will be attached to your credentials, which will be also attached to your nomination form, and then submit to the appropriate authority for onward transmission of your name to the Independent National Electoral Commission. So I thank all of you for the National Legal Advisor. Your name? Okay, Barrister Ruben.
Well, we have heard from our National Legal Advisor the spirit behind what we have come to do, so that nobody is kept in the dark, and Nigerians will see and know what this party stands for. This is the first set of elections that this party is going into, and we are presenting to Nigeria what we intend to achieve as a political party. We are showcasing to Nigeria that we are different from others. We are showcasing to Nigerians that we have a vision and a mission, a better vision, a better mission for all Nigerians. That is what this party stands for, with innovations that shall better our polity. When people were decamping unjustifiably from political parties in the last 1, 2, 3 years, every reasonable Nigerian was complaining. Now we have come with a solution to it in line with the ground norm. It's not as if this is different from what is written in our constitution. And so we expect that this is taken in good faith to enable us enforce that provision of the constitution. And take, for instance, the constitution was not very complete. Everybody is elected to represent their people or his people. When it is time for the legislature, it was very clear that if I elected on the platform of a particular political party and he chose in between to decamp, he should relinquish the power, the seat. But when he got to president, governor, and others, it was silent. Is that fair? It's not fair. And so when legislators decamp, there is noise. When governors decamp, there is silence. That is not fair. That is not the kind of country we should be in. That is not what we should be faced with. One law, all people. That is what the NDC has come to correct. And we should be appreciated for even thinking in this line, rather than for some people to misinterpret it. It's not a vendetta. If I am contesting the election under the NDC today, I will sign it. And that is what is expected of all our candidates. And so, I don't need to repeat so much. I feel that the message has been clearly passed. And I expect that it shall be fairly carried across this country and beyond. It is on that note, and luckily, because we don't want it to be a surprise, I didn't know before. We have candidates that are here, gubernatorial candidates of states, who even the constitution is still silent about their own, but because of commitment, they are here to sign the same. That is because they believe in what the NDC has come to do in this country. That's because they are not calculating to leave the NDC midway. That's because they have not come to use the NDC as just a platform to get to where they like and dump it. They have come, and that's why we also have aspirants that are here who didn't even make it. They didn't make it, but they still believe in the party and ready to build the party and develop it. Trusting that if they don't contest election under the platform of the NDC today, it's not to mean that they will not contest election under it tomorrow. And for them to have the opportunity and hope to contest election under the NDC tomorrow, then it must be sustained, it must be preserved, it must be kept, and in good hands. It is on that note, I want to invite 1, 2, 3 of our gubernatorial candidates. Professor, and this is a professor.
Yes.
Yahya
Yes.
Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
To come forward. Barrister Muhammad Sani Abbas.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Come forward. Alhaji Babayo Ado Kumo Gombe. Alhaji Yahya Adam Muhammad Naija. Please, National Legal Advisor, sort out for them to sign. Let Nigerians see that even gubernatorial aspirants that within this short time could make it to this place. Oh, can you imagine? The gubernatorial candidate of Taraba State. Please, pressmen. The gubernatorial pressmen. Wait now. Wait now. That's one that have confidence in the party, not coerced. He signed it before coming and presented it to me. Look at Kaduna State gubernatorial aspirant. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Gombe. Yes. Okay. Which state? Borno? Borno, where is it from? Bring it. Borno, come and sign here. Come. Let them. Okay.
Kaduna State?
Kaduna State.
Yes.
Kaduna State.
Okay, let me call. Okay, we can continue after now. Let me call on Honorable Menasara Abubakar Sani, incoming distinguished of Sokoto State. Architect Muhammad Rabiu Sadiq. Two of you come out. Please. Okay, the governorship candidate of Sokoto State is here. Doctor, he has already signed.
Have you signed it?
Keep it now, sir. Keep it after now, we'll collect it. This is the gubernatorial candidate of Sokoto State. A doctor. Two. Maybe they didn't make it to. Maybe they didn't make it here. Menasara, pass this side. Come and sign. So, pass this side. Pass the Menasara. Give him now. Muhammad Rabiu Sadiq. Come, two of you, come. Senatorial candidates, come and sign. Let Nigeria see that you are not forced. Where's the second man? Sadiq. Okay, just wait. Just wait where you are leaving. Okay, give Sadiq. Just sign one place and then sign. Oh yeah, Sadiq. Oh yeah. Go and buy room. Oh, Mini. Oh, Mini, come. You are from the south. Yes, I know.
16.
Oh, Mini have signed.
Yes, sir.
Show it to the press.
Get the pen. Get the pen and tell them.
Just as if you are right. Don't double right. Don't double right. Don't double right.
Close the door.
Well, okay, it continues after now. Let us, we can't keep the pressmen waiting forever.
Excuse me, sir. I will chairman not recognize again. I was called just for conservation, but to my utmost surprise, this is what is happening. So if I'm not recognized, let me go back. 3 days I've been one dress. So I can go back.
What is it? Thank you to distinguished members of the press, my colleagues from to witness this one of the favorite innovative steps taken by our great party, the NDC, to deepen the centership of democracy and rule of law, and to ensure that we are really a disciplined party that protects internal democracy and party supremacy. We are urging you to help us spread the narrative so that we can establish democracy in Nigeria and make our nation better. Thank you very much for finding time to do that. Thank you very much.
Last